Hey you guys, Brandy here. Listen, I have a video for you guys. I'm going to attempt to change the sensor, the thread break sensor on my Promaker multi-needle embroidery machine, okay? So my sensor came in the mail. Let me get it. All right, my sensor came in the mail and it looks like this. This is your sensor board. So I'm about to replace this sensor board with my, take the old one out, put this one in. So this is going to be a lengthy video, but if you're having a lot of thread breaks and it's false thread breaks, false detection, then your sensor may have gone out. So if your sensor have gone out, you may need to request a new sensor. So I'm going to video to the best of my ability myself changing out these sensors. Okay, here we go. So I have already, if you look in the back of your machine, there's this cable. There's a cable going that's connected to this back. I've already taken or loose that. So now this blue cable right here connects to this and connects to this. So now I'm going to disconnect this blue cable, and it's just in some clips, okay? Pulling that down, move that out of my way. Now I need to take a loose 1, 2, 3. I need to take a loose these 3 screws, 4 and 5. So it's these 2, it's 1 on each side right here. So there's 2. And then the 3 going across the board. I need to undo those screws. I'm about to undo those and I'll be right back. Okay, listen, you have to be careful when taking these screws out, because these screws that was back here, if you don't catch them, they'll fall. So that's what we just had. We had one of the screws to fall into the machine. So another thing, make sure that you cut your embroidery threads, because this whole panel is now about to come off. You need to remove remove these as well. Just push them downward. Okay, now that we've done that, okay, we're going to lift this up, and there's the screw. Need some tweezers. Okay, so I need to take this off. Thank you. Okay, so you can go ahead and manipulate that. Okay, so here is this one. Here is how the inside. Let me show you an overall view of the front. This is how your front should look since you've taken it off, and this is what the insides look like. Okay, and so let me show you, this is what we took off right here, okay? Your tension panel. So here is your sensor. So if you look down in here, come over this way. If you look here, you have a screw here, here, and here, here. So you have 4 screws that need to come off, because that is what's going to take your tension, this tension plate off, okay? So, yeah. All right. So we're going to get ready to do that now. This might be too big. Hold on, let me get something else. Okay, I've taken one of them out. That's number 2. That's number 3. And that's number 4. All right, so here's your sensor board right here. So I'm gonna hit that here, and I'm gonna go get the other one. Okay. Here's the new one. So I said it's supposed to go this way. And these things, I'm going to have to take the screws out to put them in here. So you're going to have to take the screws 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the back of here as well. Do not want to turn. Hold on. Hold on, let me check this out. Okay, so I got a better screwdriver. So where we at? Okay, right here. All right, so I'm gonna take this out. All right, now this one. This is the screwdriver that came with the machine. All right, number 3. It's tight. And number 4. All right. Set that to the side. And now I'm going to insert . Oh crap. Trying to watch how I touch this because I do not want to damage anything. On this board. Okay, I had it up a little too high. There we go. All right, one more. And that's this one at the end. The more I try not to touch it, I know y'all probably can do this part way better than me. We'll get all the way to the end and have problems. And it's just user error. Okay. So now okay. All right, now hold on. All right, so now we just put this board back in place. All right, it goes over those holes, and now we're going to take these 4 small screws and screw it back in. So I'm gonna do the 2 at the end first. I'll probably do a screwdriver. Okay, so let me go ahead and put in these before I tighten everything. Really? Now, this. Hold on. Let me unscrew. Okay, let me untighten those. Let's see. What is my problem? That lined up over that perfectly. But whatever the reason, this one don't want to be perfect. Yeah, y'all gonna see all the trial and the error in this, because this is my first time ever doing it. So I'm not perfect. See, it's like okay, let's try it now. Let's make sure this one on this end lines up. Okay, now let's go to the middles. Okay, so we have it screwed back together, and so now we're going to get ready to put it back on the machine. Okay, you guys, so listen, let me give you a quick rundown because I had to get on the phone with the manufacturer before I actually put this machine back together. That's what he wanted. So listen, let me tell you what we just did. What we did after we changed the sensor, all I did was connect the two cables that you pulled out at first when you got started. Hold on, let me show you. Those two cables right here. Okay, I connected those. This is not connected yet. I just connected those cables so we can run a test. Okay, and this is how we ran the test. We hit the finger. We go to debug. You go to test thread breakage, and you're going to open up these and you're going to go through all of your numbers. You're going to hit number 1. And then when you hit number 1, the machine is going to move the needle 1. And then you're going to turn the white wheel. Every time you go to a different needle and you turn the wheel, this number needs to move. Okay. If the number don't change, then that's a problem. All right. We tested these, all 15 needles, the number changed, and that's the final number. The number count doesn't matter, but that's the number. And then we got out of the machine. Out of that setting. So afterwards, we went to more set, okay? And we went to the break detection parameters. And he wanted to make sure that number 8 and number 9 was on 3. So 8 and 9 was on 3, and he wanted to make sure that number 1 on that page was on 3. So that's all that we did behind the scenes, outside of the camera. So what I'm about to do is now I'm about to connect the screws. The 5 screws we took off, I'm about to connect those back to the machine. Okay. So I just wanted to give you guys. Okay, I'm sorry, I accidentally paused it. I just wanted to give you guys a brief rundown as to what I have done thus far. Okay, so stand by. Hey, you guys, I just wanted to come and give you a quick update. I am currently finished with putting the sensor on the machine. I test stitched some things out. And everything seemed to look good. Let me show you. Okay, I'm not able to flip, but anyway, I stitched this out. Don't worry about the hole, but I stitched this out and I tested all 15 of my colors, even with the understitching, and everything came out good. I had no thread breaks. This hole is because as I was doing this, you guys, I was on the phone with the manufacturer and they actually wanted me to do some tests as well. And so that hole occurred when he wanted me, I was in the middle of stitching. I stopped the machine. He wanted me to take the bobbin out and then press start so the machine can go without the bobbin to see will it give a error message and will it stop. So it did stop and it did give the error message. Once I put the bobbin back in and cleared the bird's nest, because it nested under, and that's what caused the hole in the stabilizer. But once I cleared that up, put my bobbin back in, press start, it stitched the rest of the, I didn't want to go back over that area, so I just went to the next number because it was supposed to have been a 3 and a 1. So I just went to the next number and I did the 1. It stitched out completely. And like I said, it did not stop. I had no error messages. So if you have a bunch of false thread break detection errors on your Promaker and you know that it's threaded properly, you know that you're not having any issues, we tested everything, you guys. So I knew, which I told him from the beginning, that I believe is the sensor. And so I get it. They wanted to go through all the tests to make sure. So once we went through all the tests, we went to like 3 days of testing. He did send me a sensor. It came in 2 days, and it came today. I put the sensor on, and which I walk you all through that video, and it cleared everything up. So if you have this problem, that's what it probably is. I'm not saying that's for sure, but hopefully this video will help you, because I did not have anything to help me. So it was all trial and error for me. So I hope this helped. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful night. If this helped you, please like this video, subscribe, and comment below.